Welcome to my weekly Fabricate Friday video on my YouTube channel and blog. I'm Suzanne, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada. Today's video is all about paper crafting. I'm here to share how easy it is to make a 3D project. I also sell the products I feature in this video. I hope you enjoy my free video tutorial, and I would love to see you shop with me. Hey friends, this is the project that I have to share with you today. It is a really great way to kick off the holiday catalog. It is a star box, opens like that. And yes, you can do this easily enough. And I am here to show you how. So this requires the stitched stars. This die cuts out this, which is awesome. So that's our one of our decoration pieces. There's also another star that is underneath for decoration. These all can be omitted and you can just do whatever you want to. Now this star, which is at the very top here, I cut out of the largest of the second stars. This is how they come, one cluster and a second cluster. So this is the largest one of the second cluster. So that's also for decoration. So what we need to create this particular box are 3 of the largest star. So 3 of those is what we're going to need. I mean, that's basic. This is the basic, what you're going to need. And for the walls, we are going to need 4 pieces of, this is Whisper White thick cardstock. And it is sized at 8 and 1 3/4. So I need 4 of them and 3 stars. And all of this rest of this stuff is all embellishment. It depends on if you want to make your star box taller, then you would, instead of 1 3/4 here, you could go up to 2 inches if you wanted, or 2.5 or 3 or whatever. So this is the size. Okay, so I'm going to get started here and not waffle on too much. Okay, so what you can do if you want to save time, you can, I mean, what would have been smart is to take a piece of cardstock that is 7 by 8 and then do all the scoring and then cut it after. But because I like to make my life difficult, I'm just gonna score all of the strips together. And I'm going to score them at 1.5. And then pretty much at 3. At 4.5, at 6, and then at 7.5. All right. And then I'm going to score one side at about the same width of tear and tape, which is about 1/4 of an inch. Whoops. So what I'm going to do is apply tear tape to that top score line. You're going to cut some of it off. I've used wet glue on this one and it got really sticky. So I thought it would be easier to use tear tape. If you have it, or if you don't, then wet glue is fine. I like to burnish my tape down. All right, so 2 of the strips are going to have the tape bent this way. And 2 of the tapes are going to have the tape bent in the opposite direction. All right, so let's start with these bits. So basically, you're gonna go in and out. I don't know how to explain that. So that's a valley, and then this is going to be a mountain. Valley, mountain. And we'll adhere those together eventually, so then I know that that's going to be a valley. And a mountain. Valley. And a mountain. See how this is going? Accordion folding, I guess. Okay. So what I will do right now is put adhesive. You can use your tear tape or whatever. I'm just putting adhesive along that little piece. And I'm going to adhere these guys together. It's just going to be easier. All right. And while I'm at it, I will put adhesive on this guy too. So that's with the tape going folded that way, okay? So now we're going to do the same thing for this one that's got the tape going folded down. So I might as well adhere these guys together. Okay, we are going to go, it doesn't really matter how you start. Mountain, valley, mountain, valley. So because that's folded like that, oh, I forgot one important piece. What was I thinking? Whoops. All right, so do this before you take off the tape, but on every single piece, you're going to take off a corner. Now this is going to be really sticky on my scissors, but that's okay. So I'm cutting pretty deep in. The whole part of this to actually have the tape on so that you can snip these away and your scissors don't get all gluey. And you can see that I'm basically cutting the score line and some. So it's very deep. It's not just a little X. Okay, now that we have our release paper off, and I'm actually going to cut this little triangle here away. Okay, so I'm going to start because I started this piece on Valley. So I'm going to start with putting my first edge of my star right there. And this is the reason why you want to have a deep V. Now, if you ever have any overhanging, take care of it straight away if you can. I'll take a piece of tear tape, it'll be easier. All right, now get in there at the points with your bone folder and seal that in. Now it doesn't look that fantastic on the top, right? So that's the reason why we have another star to cover. So I'm going to use glue for this. There is your Bare Naked box, star box. Okay, so that is the lid. The inside is a little different. So now what we have to do is we have to take off all of our little pieces here. The release paper to the adhesive. You can use glue if you want to. All right, so because this is a mountain, I get to start on the outside of my star, and I'm going to place that crease and that star like that. All right, whoops. Either you're gonna find one is gonna be trickier than the other. All right, so okay, so this could be the tricky part, folding that piece down and tucking this piece in. You can do it though. I have full faith in you. There it is. All right, so this is the inside piece. Now if you wanted, you could take another star and plunk it on the inside there to make the inside of the box not unappealing. And if you did it properly, one of the boxes should be just a hair smaller, so it's going to fit inside the other. And it's simple. So I get to decorate this the way I like to. So I'm going to put a dot of glue on the edges because those are the edges that flip up all the time. So and a stitch star right in the center. And then here comes my glue dots because I can't be bothered with sticking things all over the place. Okay, so I'm just going to put a glue dot in the center of this guy and put my star there. Now you could stop at that point, but I didn't want to stop there. So I have, I don't know what these are called, but I have some of those. So I'm going to put that one on there. And then I was like, ooh, but how could I use this? So basically, I kind of snaked it around this piece, and then I kind of bent it a little. I think I glue dotted this little piece too. So I've got a curly Q that's going to be tucked up there on that side. And then this baby star here is getting a glue dot, and it is going to be plunked right there. Well, we'll start with that guy first. So that baby star there. Foil sometimes has a mind of its own. All right, and then I think I'm sort of just twisting this filigree star piece kind of around. And then what I wanted to do was I wanted to show off that there were extra stars. So I kind of took glue dots and I just decorated the star. A star is pretty fun to decorate when you have, you know, all these extra fun pieces. It just makes it twinkle more. And then I had some of these metallic pearls that I was, you know, figuring, well, hey, why don't I use them? So I'm going to put like a little metallic pearl there. You could use rhinestones if you don't have any metallic pearls. I just thought it went really nice. I think what I did here was I took a star and I put a glue dot on it. And then I'm taking another star. And I sandwich this little star with the glue dot in between. So no matter which way you look at it, it's going to have a silver part to it, and the glue dot isn't showing. And I'll put a metallic pearl on there. All right, once the top is all decorated the way you'd like, we're just going to put on a few more pieces of Designer Series paper, just like this one. So we need 10 pieces that is 1 3/8 by 1 3/8. And they fit so nicely right in these little bits. So there we go. That is my fancy star box to kick off the holiday catalog. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again. Bye for now. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. On screen are 2 more videos for inspiration. Click on the maple leaf for my blog, or click on me to subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching.